Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Leonard with the Artist Collective, and this is your Saturday morning cup of strategy. Welcome to Content and Coffee. Pull up a chair, a couch pillow, whatever you've got. Go ahead and dim the Saturday morning cartoons. Go ahead and bring those down a little bit because we are going to be talking about some cool things this morning. And yeah, just let me know what you're drinking. Are you actually a coffee person? Are you a mocha? Are you a latte? Are you some homemade? I think it's called Pete's coffee or whatever we've got. We don't have a specific brand, but we love to put stuff like, hot chocolate, Nestle's chocolate stuff, candy canes, peppermints, all that kind of stuff in our coffee. But um, this morning, my coffee cup consists of a Father's Day gift, and it's got a little picture of my little guy who is just now turning, he's not even two yet, he's 19 months. And then here's a picture of three generations, not four. This is my dad, that's me in the middle. And then that's my older son who is 23. Wow, yeah, he's 23, holding my little baby, his little brother. And then here is my older son as a little boy, pretty much. He's probably a little older than what Lyndon is now. But yeah, this is an awesome Father's Day gift to receive from my wife to just remind me of how cool and how fun it is, being a dad, and love those guys. Hey, John, what's going on? Hi, Sky. Good morning. So yeah, this morning we are going to talk a little bit about content and in the form of live streaming, which is obviously what we're doing right now. So if you are actually tuned in right now, do me a big favor and put in the chat city, state, or even country where you're tuning in from. I would love to see where you are. I'm actually in Huntington Beach, California, so it is just after 8:30 in the morning here. We just got done with a quick breakfast, but I know I've got some family and some connects in the central time zone in the mountain and all over. So just let me know where you're tuning in from. I'd love to see where you guys are at. So this morning, we are going to be talking about live stream ideas for musicians. And I've got some examples to show you. And I actually took some time to actually go out and do some screenshots. A lot of times I just don't want to depend on the internet. So I've got screenshots of things that I want to take you to a lot of different pages and examples and stuff like that. So I've got them in the presentation that I will show. Apache, my guy, he is in Brooklyn. What's up? Brooklyn in the house. I've only been to Brooklyn. I haven't, I don't live there, but I love New York. I want to go back there sometime when it's safe. But yes, so we are going to be going over some ideas that you can use just to help you kind of get maybe if you're in a rut, if you are in a funk of some sort, just to try and help you with some ideas that can actually help spark some creativity if you are like in a rut or anything like that. So John is in. What's going on, man? So happy to get a chance to work with you here, Central Indiana in the house. So yeah, so today we're actually going to be talking about these live stream ideas, and they're going to be coming. Some of them are going to be coming from an upcoming book that I would be publishing next month, and that book is coincidentally titled 365 Live Stream Ideas for Musicians, and it's due out April 26th. Now, I still got stuff to do. I'm learning all about book publishing and all of that stuff. So I'm still like got to get some stuff to the editor, need to have it formatted, and just knowing that there's some things that I don't have experience in. I recognize some tasks and some things that I'm just going to have to outsource because, yes, I could learn how to format for Amazon and have it be paperback and Kindle and all that stuff, but I don't have time for that. Y'all saw the picture of the kids, right? I ain't got time for all that. So we're going to outsource that stuff, but it's due out April 26th. as soon as I kind of get past this stage of like finishing up this before the editor, like I've got some ideas for a release party. So I don't know exactly what it's going to be, but April 26th is a Monday. So if you've got any ideas for like a cool release party or something like that, but I feel like I should actually do a live stream in essence, in spirit of the book. What do you guys think? So that is what I am planning on. Don't know exactly what it's going to be, but it's probably going to involve music and it's probably going to involve live stream. So I'm all open for ideas because I haven't actually set a stake in the sand of exactly what it's going to be. So, hey, thanks, man. I said so. Looking forward to it. Thank you so much. So, what I wanted to start by doing is let me get this up on our screen here. So, one thing I really want to say first off is that a couple of things. One is that live streaming is just one type of content. So I talk about it a lot. Obviously, I've got a book coming out and all of that stuff. But, while live streaming is going to be one of the types of content that gets you the most reach, the most organic reach, is going to get your fans and viewers a chance to know you more quickly and more easily. Just because there's that focus on it doesn't mean that that's all that you need to do. Also, the fact that I've got 365 ideas in this book. Technically, a lot of those ideas, most of them, honestly, can be used for other types of content. So, whether it's recorded video, whether it's just topics for posts and things like that. So, while the emphasis of a lot of the stuff that you hear me say is live streaming, I'm not saying that this is a one-trick pony. Okay. So yes, live streaming is just one type of content, and then content is just one pillar that we actually talk about in the what's our thing called? I can't believe I'm showing you on my slides. But content is just one pillar of the music money training that we are wanting to actually have you take a look at. So if you have a chance, go take a look at that at artistcollect.com. Super fan, and we would love to just let you take that free training and just let you know just kind of the scope of what we're doing at the Artist Collective to build profitable music brands. What is up, Donnie? What's going on, man? Thanks, man. Definitely knows his stuff. Check is in the mail, my man. Appreciate that. But yes, let me flip all the way back through my stuff here so you can see all of my notes ahead of time. This is such a faux pas. Oh my gosh, don't be upset with me. I'm kidding. So let's start off. I want to talk a little bit about some different types of live streams that you can do. That I'm going to show you some examples, and I would love for you to not just take a look and visit these artists and these creators, but I would love for you just to be able to jot down some notes and riff off of these ideas. Some of these are in the book, honestly, and some of them are just examples of people that I've worked with and had a chance to work with in some way, shape, or form, or just that I've had a chance to see. So I want to start off with my girl Mel. Mel is pretty darn talented vocalist. Her range is crazy, and I don't even mean just her vocal range, but the range of her repertoire is killer. So I would not necessarily recommend this for everyone. However, she goes to her fans once a week on Wednesdays, and she does a weekly themed concert. This particular concert last week was Badass Women in Music. She's done pop themes. She's done grunge themes. She's done holiday themes. She's done all types of stuff. And she's basically taken hey, I'm going to prepare for an actual live show on a stage, and kind of taken that whole mentality and used it for live streams. So like she'll do 2-3 hours of, one genre and like kills it. So she's able to do a lot of stuff with, using her setup, and she has tracks, and obviously you can see she's got overlays and things like that. But she's got a really active fan base, a really active community because she shows up, she kills it, and she has very interesting themes. She loves to have her fans and viewers vote on the themes and stuff like that. So again, not all concerts have to be, or not all live streams have to be concerts. But one of the things that she does is she really involves her viewers and her fan base. She's got an active Facebook group that goes along with it, an email list, and she's got merch and things like that. So she has a really cool system. She's been working with Artist Collective and our guy Willie and Evan to help build out her funnels and stuff like that. So she's got a really cool system. So if you get a chance to check out Mel Sinise, please do. So in addition to that, I also want to say that concerts don't always have to be live streams, as I just mentioned. For example, my guy Rico Lewis happens to be my fam, happens to be, former 15-year touring drummer of George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic and the P-Funk All-Stars. But his band, Sons of Funk, was hit with the pandemic just like everybody else. And his band's kind of like across a few states and things like that. So it really wasn't feasible for him to think about getting the band together in any way, shape, or form. So he has been dabbling in video and always wanted to start like a radio show and things like that. So he actually took to the web, and he's got a show on Twitch now, which is the Late Night Cyber Hour. He's actually got a couple of different podcasts now, but they talk some music, but they mostly talk pop culture. So here's this really popular, musician. They were touring. They were doing a lot of actual dates across the country and stuff like that. But he leaned into one of his other strengths, and that is talking, communicating. And he got a couple of guys together, and they basically just have a late night cyber hour talk show. It's called Talking Shots, and hundreds of people will come in and out of there, 10, 20, sometimes 30 people concurrently just kind of talking and stuff like that. But they're on there for 2 or 3 hours every Friday night, and it's pretty awesome. So Rico Lewis, the Late Night Cyber Hour, check him out. But if you have some sort of interest in maybe doing a podcast or hanging out, doing that kind of show, this is an idea. It does not have to be a concert. All right. Let's also keep in that same vein. I wanted to tell you about Dee Rivers. Dee Rivers is another musician. She had been doing some shows and some different things like that and putting out some music, but she realized that she loved to actually interview musicians. So she has been actually taking her time and seeking out interviews from bands that she used to either play with, or bands that she used to go follow and go to their concerts and things like that. And so she actually has a musician interview show. So she'll, using StreamYard, much like I am right now, she'll actually contact different people that she would love to catch up with and things like that. And obviously, especially now, people aren't necessarily out touring and stuff like that. So she's had a really good time at getting some great guests on there. But she has the Radio Takeover with Dee Rivers, and she goes live on Facebook, and she has an awesome show and has some really good guests on there that she's sharing some cool stuff with. And then I also have another type of show that is it is performance based, and actually my guy John was on here. He does one as well, but weekly open mics. My guy John, or Patchy Brown, if you check him out on Instagram, he has an awesome weekly open mic called Soul Motif. That's on Instagram. These guys, the Fifth Star Band, have an open mic. They started on Instagram and now they're on Facebook. But they host both groups. They actually host other musicians. They'll host a live stream and have other musicians just come on and play. They'll do a quick interview, talk, and kind of, go back and forth a little bit, but it's a chance to invite people over to your place to actually do live streams, and it's pretty fun. So this one is performance based, but it's got a cool twist on it. So if you've got friends that you've been like really just wanting to play with and like share the stage with, your computer, your laptop, whatever you've got. If you use a tool like StreamYard or OBS, or even Ecamm Live, invite them on. It doesn't have to be a weekly thing, but it can be something fun that you can do just to get together with somebody. Okay, so check that out. So yeah, that's the Fifth Star Band, and also, as I mentioned, Apache Brown on Instagram is the Soul Motif. And then speaking of Instagram, if you have not had a chance to use this feature on Instagram, it's very easy to invite guests onto Instagram and just be able to interview, talk with them. You could also do, as I mentioned with the Fifth Star Band, they were doing their Instagram lives, their open mic nights on there as well. But I was on a What We Do Wednesday by Megan Lee Music. She invited me on, and every other week she has a guest on in the music industry and just hangs out, talks about music stuff, catches up, and shares, what people are doing with her audience and things like that. So if you're someone who likes to have conversations, think about some sort of way that you could build that into your content offering, because if you find it interesting to talk to people, or if you're able to like ask cool questions to get people to open up about different things, that's what entertainment is all about. It's one way to stay relevant. It's one way to stay active and reach out, and who knows what bridges can actually be forged by doing that. In fact, just by talking to Megan and realizing that she's an editor, she's actually going to be editing my book. So yeah, so you just never know what's going to happen, but this is another opportunity just to be able to reach out and interview people and share that with your audience. Okay, it doesn't have to be music. All right, and now I also want to introduce Vibe Queen. And Vibe Queen, if I get the right one, there we go, is she does these awesome, her whole vibe, no pun intended, but her whole vibe is about awakening and about just, finding your true self. And she holds these, I want to say almost daily. I see the notification every day. I'm not sure if they happen every day, but she comes on and shares some positive thoughts. This one is talking about love is letting go of fear. So she's doing book reviews and talking about different passages and things like that. But she'll actually go on and have a live like meditation and walks you through a guided meditation. And so it's something that a lot of people are tuning into. I've tuned into quite a few. They're very relaxing. So it's like whatever your niche is, your lane is, your strength is, stuff that you like to do, I bet that there is an audience out there, because I'm going to guarantee you're probably not the only one that likes to do that. So there's some very cool opportunities out there if we just kind of, maybe take away the performance filter for that. So that is an awesome live stream. What are some cool live streams that you have seen or that you have had a chance to attend or anything like that? I'd love to hear. Doesn't have to be music related or anything like that, but what are some cool live streams that you guys have had a chance to see? Drop them in the chat. I'd love to hear what ideas you've seen. Okay, so I've got one more, and this is actually kind of a cool example of turning your live stream into something else. And Julia Khan actually had, I was going to say she hired this visual jockey, but she didn't hire, she won a contest. But it was cool that she actually won a contest where she had a live VJ that was able to add visuals to her live stream. So she was live streaming on a platform, and then this VJ was actually able to kind of add her visual elements while Julia was playing the music. So it was kind of a cool visual thing, and I think Yeah, I actually dropped the link to that, but her artist name is Julia Khan, and this is on YouTube. I'll drop a link to it in the chat here. But it's her playing a live set of her original stuff, and just with some very cool visuals in it. Her picture happens to be in this frame, but she's not actually in a lot of it. So it's just a different take on looking at the visual element of a live stream. And obviously, some of us are, going to be, looking at comments and doing that kind of stuff. But this was for a festival and things like that. So it was kind of a cool take on it that I wanted to share because it's just a different avenue, a different way to actually do that. Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. And so, yeah, that is a few ideas. I think I'm going to do a few more of these as I'm leading up to the book being released, because there are a ton of ideas that I want to share with you, and there's some more artist collective members that are doing some great things that I would love to just kind of keep this weekly inspiration going. So yeah, there's a chance that the next couple of weeks might be even more ideas about this. So I will definitely let you know about that. And then also wanted to show you. Yeah, there we go. So just real quick about the book again. The book is 365 live stream ideas for musicians. It is due out April 26th. It will be available on paperback, Kindle, and a PDF download. And then I also wanted to just show you a little bit of what's inside. These are some of the chapters that are in there, but what to do before, during, and after your live, ways to promote your upcoming broadcasts, engaging themes to build a series around. There's a whole chapter on themes that has, I think, like 50 or 60 themes that you could use for recurring content. Profitable ideas to monetize, day and date specific ways to fill your calendar. So they might not be like recurring themes, but there's different reasons that you can go live based on the day or the date. Also had a chance to interview and spotlight some awesome artists. So there's artist spotlights, industry interviews. I'll got a chance to talk to Randy Nichols from Under Oath, and they did their $600,000 live stream event, like from their Shopify page last year, which was crazy. But yeah, there'll be live stream resources and all types of communities that are focused on live streaming and musicians and all of that stuff. So I'm really excited about it, but I'm also excited that you guys would join me. I do appreciate you tuning in, and yeah, make sure that you go to, if I can find it again, let me do this. I want to make sure that I just get a chance to let you know again that we do have an awesome training that you can take part of. If you're a musician and you're looking for ways to build your profitable music brand, I want you to check out this Simple Music Money training. It's 4 steps to turn superfans into profit, and it is at artistcollect.com/superfan, all lowercase. But yeah, I'd love for you guys to check that out and let me know what you think about that. But once you get done with that, hop on a call, and yeah, we can see if we want to, if we can be on your team. That's really what we want. So that aside, ladies and gents, that is it for me. I'm actually going to get wrapped up and finish my coffee, because this morning, as soon as I get wrapped up here, I'm actually going to drive 45 minutes to go get my first vaccine. And the second one's going to be on my birthday. So I think that's positive, right? Yeah, I think it's positive. All right. So Sky, John, who else? Donnie. I'm going to say Bakjar. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. We are here every Saturday morning, 8:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern. This is Leonard with the Artist Collective, and I want to thank you so much. You guys have an awesome rest of your weekend, and I will see you soon.